Hey guys, Mark Anderson here, LateNightMMA.com. Thanks for checking out another video. So we're going to do UFC 165 prelim bouts on Facebook here. So there's 4 matches that you can check out this Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook for free. And the first matchup is Nandor Guillermo. He's 11-4-1. Nandor is coming off a submission loss to Josh Barnett. He lost 2 minutes, 11 seconds into the bout, and he lost via submission. So his career record is 11-4, and now he's going to get another shot in Zuffa. This is his second opportunity working for the company, so any nerves or jitters shouldn't be there. And he's going to be taking on Daniel Almanchuk. He is 15-1-1 in his MMA career. He went 9-0 in 2012, but has not had a fight yet in 2013, and we're into September here, guys, so he's had about 11-month layoff here. That could play a factor in this fight. I also think Daniel has never faced top-notch competition. He's been fighting over in Europe, and unlike Nandor, Nandor had the fight with Josh Barnett, Daniel just has never fought the big name guys. And if you really look at it, Nandor has also fought Semi Schultz. That fight was back in 2008. He got TKO'd in the first round. But, you know, when you're fighting bigger name guys, I believe that that's a bonus for you. And he's going to have everything going his way heading into this fight. So my pick is Nandor. Okay, next up we got Roland Delorme, 9-1. Canadian kid from Winnipeg. He's done very well in the UFC. He's coming off a decision victory at UFC 161 in Winnipeg earlier this year. Meanwhile, he's facing Bruce Leroy. And Bruce Leroy is 8-5. But he has won 3 fights in a row, 4 of 5 in the UFC, if you don't count the failed drug test that cost him his last win. So when you're breaking this down, really, you've got Bruce Leroy. He is 3-3 in the UFC with 1 no contest. And you have Roland, who is 3-0 in the UFC with 1 no contest. So I'm going to have to go with Roland in this spot. So that's my pick. We'll go with Roland there. Moving on to the next matchup, we got Jesse Ronson. He's taking on Michel Parizis. Parizis is 16-1. Jesse Ronson 13-2. Jesse Ronson is won 9 straight fights. He's also coming off a huge win over MMA veteran Ryan Healy last November. Meanwhile, Michel, he's 16-1, but one of those losses was in his UFC debut to Paulo Thiago, and there's no shame in losing to Paulo Thiago. So this is an interesting matchup. But I'm going to go with Jesse Ronson just for a few reasons. Number one, he's from London, Ontario, Canada, only a few hours away from Toronto, where UFC 165 is going down. Meanwhile, his opponent lives in Brazil. You know, he's going to have to fly over here and the whole deal. So I'm going to go with the local kid, Jesse Ronson, in this one. Okay, and the final match, I guess you could call it the main event for the prelims on Facebook, is John Makdessi, 11-2, versus Rene Forte, 8-2. And John is back on a roll here, guys. He's coming off big wins over Darren Cruikshank and Sam Stout, and has a career record of 11-2. Rene is 8-1 in the UFC. He's 1-1 in a short stint in the UFC, and he got a win over Terry Edom in his last UFC fight. Earlier I said he was 8-1 in his UFC career. I believe he's 8-1 in his MMA career, 1-1 in the UFC. I just like John Makdessi to get the win here. He's got a lot more experience, and I'm going to be going with him to get the win. Now, I'm taping this as of Sunday, a week before the fight card, and there's still no betting odds out for any of these prelim matches, so that's why I didn't list anything. Okay guys, we'll be back with another video.